Harry really has a knack for making sure the spotlight never strays too far from him. Just as his brother Prince William's getting attention for his Earthshot Prize visit, out pops Harry, sitting in the comfort of his Montecito home, with yet another heartfelt woe is me message. This time it's a solo shot, no Meghan in sight, of him standing with his hands clasped, wearing a white shirt, poppy, and the infamous yellow and black striped Scotty's little soldier scarf. Harry seems to have forgotten that this isn't just a charity moment. In classic Harry fashion, it's more about Harry than anything else. Of course, his letter to the bereaved children of military families, those who've lost a parent in the line of duty, can't help but mention how overwhelming and isolating it is to lose a parent. As if none of us have ever heard that before, or perhaps even experienced it ourselves. But don't worry, Harry's here to tell us all that he understands more than most. The man who walked away from his royal duties to cozy up in California, rubbing elbows with celebrities and telling Oprah all about his struggles, is now the voice of solidarity for these kids. But let's talk about that scarf for a second. The yellow and black stripes are just a choice. Was this his way of saying, I'm still one of you kids? Look, I'm wearing your charity scarf while I give this letter, even though it's not Remembrance Day yet and I don't actually know how to wear a poppy properly. The leaf should be pointing at 11 o'clock. Harry. It's not rocket science. It's not just a fashion statement, it's a sign of respect. But Harry, of course, couldn't be bothered with the finer details. After all, he has more important things on his mind, like making sure we know how he deals with loss. He even managed to slide in how communities like yours can offer deep comfort and healing, while also subtly reminding us of his own healing journey. Why would these children of dead soldiers, brave men and women who gave their lives for Queen and country, want to hear from a prince who's turned his back on both his country and his royal duties? Harry's entire I understand more than most shtick sounds a bit hollow when he hasn't exactly stuck around to show any real commitment. And don't get me started on his wife Meghan, who's just as eagerly discarded her own father from her life like last season's fashion. It's almost like clockwork. Prince William gets some media attention and Harry suddenly has to make sure that we don't forget he's still out there living his best me-centric life in California. It's as if he can't let a single moment pass without inserting himself into the narrative, making sure we know how much more he's suffered than anyone else. Because apparently losing a parent's something only Harry knows how to deal with. William, who also lost his mother, has, remained a bit more composed in his grief. But Harry, he's out here trying to one-up everyone, even at the most inappropriate times. And let's not overlook how Harry and Meghan have somehow managed to hijack every public moment that his family may be enjoying. Can't have William doing a royal tour of Australia without Harry popping up to remind us that he's still relevant. Can't have any of his family members getting attention for charity work without him reminding us all about his own endeavours, no matter how questionable they may be. It's almost as if they've become the royal equivalent of the fruit flies that appear every summer, buzzing around at the most inconvenient of times, ensuring that they're never forgotten. So, to the charity that is trying so hard to help, Scotty's little soldiers, maybe it's time to rethink your ambassador. If you're truly trying to provide role models for these children, maybe someone who hasn't burned all his bridges with his own family would be a better fit. Harry's more about the story of himself than the actual cause.